And good afternoon. I had to move the shade house just because I couldn't even film in here. It was so bright. Um, Today we are running 73 degrees at 78% humidity. The humidity is doing wonderful, wonderful in here. Matter of fact, pull that door behind me. Humidity wise, I love it. I'm loving it. It almost says 81% humidity, actually it's 72 degrees. A lot of space. Buds beginning to open. There's Denfell here. Excuse my dirty hands. I've been out repotting plants all afternoon, moving stuff around. Sherry baby spike's looking really nice. Really happy about that. It's branching off. A lot of branching, and each branch has buds on it, so it's going to be quite the spike. Everybody looks real well. The humidity is the biggest thing, and I've got great airflow. Try not to move everybody quickly here. Fan running all the time in here, and it's oscillating all the time. So I'm getting, if you can tell, like I showed before, a lot of plants are moving. They got a breeze blowing on them all the time. That's not, what is this? Oh, this is the Brassavola Little Star. Oh, finally. Flower spikes, yay. All right, that'll be interesting. Nighttime bloomer. Everybody's doing real well and not drying out a lot. I'm watching the roots very closely to see how quick they are drying out. As long as they're staying round and plump, even with the airflow on them, they're okay. I only have a fluorescent light fixture on above it right now. Everything else is off, just so you can stay quiet in here. Moving stuff around. Again, lots of room. And again, I'm still moving plants around as well. I've got a lot of them sitting up here because they were catching that reflected light coming in through the window and the big wall mount behind me. The Hoya's hanging up there, getting lots of light also. Nothing new. Supposed to have a camera pick it up this afternoon. They're supposed to be arriving this afternoon. My wife's picking it up on the way home. And spikes. A lot of spikes. They're all sitting here, so they all get everybody going in the same direction. A lot of buds coming. Any branch on that one. But when the camera gets here, I need to mess around with it a little bit, see what I can come up with. See how it does in here, light-wise, sound-wise. Hopefully it won't be as shaky or as quick movements, Won't make everybody quite so dizzy, I'm hoping. Improve it for everybody. Make it easier for me included. I don't want to put out junky stuff that somebody can't watch. Very encouraged by all the growth. I was giving calcium. I give calcium quite a bit over the past month or two. And I'm seeing lots of growth, even on little ones. I'm seeing new little canes coming out, new little bulbs coming out all over the place. What growths I have gotten, I haven't died back. Everything seems to be hanging in there. Cats, I've got new growths on all these different cattleyas. Some of the dendrobiums have new growths on them as well, and I'm not noticing any dieback. All the shoots are big, thick, fat. Seem to be nice and strong. Growing rapidly. Another new one. That's what I was hoping for. The first couple of orchids I had, the new growths that came out turned black and died off on me. And before I figured out that's calcium. We need to make sure we got calcium. I had those issues all the time. Now that's a new one. It just came up and came up fast too. Another new one right back here. New growth came up fast on it. This one has another nice new growth right here. Probably loving that sun. Sheath, I'm not sure if that'll be I see, no, there's buds down in it. But I'll be honest, I'm not counting on a lot of blooms out of my plants because my plants are so young. These were all little bag babies this past spring, even though some of them were, and I'm not sure if that's how they're bloom, how they even bloom. I've got a bunch of like sheaths like that on this. But, that's the PCV Golden Peacock. But most of mine are not old enough, I don't think, to really give me much in the way of blooms. Again, more new growth. Everything has new growth. Everything. I just want to keep them going. Just want to keep them going. That's all. New growth back here. And they're staying dark. They're staying nice and green. I'm not noticing any blackness on them, anything like that. The only one I've got that looks like it's having an issue with calcium, and it's this one right here, and there's a reason for it because it's freshly mounted and new. But you see the blackened tip on this one? You see how this one's failing? And although you can see new roots coming out next to it, that's more likely calcium deficiency. But I can't do anything about it because I could foliar spray it, but it's probably still not going to get enough to save that shoot. It lost the other one already, but and it has roots popping out all over the place, which is great. But the roots are not capable of pulling any nutrition in really right now, so it's working off its reserves, and reserves probably weren't that much. So it has this other growth that we had up inside here, right here. It looks pretty good, and that's the one I'm more concerned about. If I lose that little one, I'm not worried about it. I'll get new ones, but that bigger growth, I'd rather not lose that. So it has gotten calcium since. It's actually gotten a lot of calcium actually over the past couple of weeks, or past month since I mounted it. But I don't know. But that's about the only plants I have that's really showing issues with calcium right now. Everything else I think is doing pretty good. This is that little bag baby. But, that little growth is doing wonderful, and it has great roots already down into the gravel. Just taking off. Get watered, I don't know, every 2 or 3 days maybe. And that's a little one, but that's every 2 or 3 days. Just a quick peek, quick look. Oops, ooh, almost dropped that one. Pretty color. I think that's getting a lot of light, is why it's purple, because of where it's sitting over here. So I may drop the light down on that one a little bit. Maybe let her hang over here for for a day or so. See what happens. But I'm still moving plants around. But you can tell I've got lots and lots of room. I love that. I have moved some of the big bromeliads come in here. It's enjoying. I'm sure it's enjoying the humidity and enjoying the light. Succulent. Desert rose came in here because the high intensity lights, I'm sure, will help it in here, and the humidity, I'm sure, as well. So again, just a quick peek. I'm doing chores today, running a few errands, but taking it easy and obeying the doctor and the wife's orders. Hopefully we'll have a better setup here later on this evening or tomorrow with the camera coming. And I keep mentioning the camera because I'm excited about it. I'm getting tired of holding this telephone and trying to make this work. All the wonderful comments, I appreciate all the wonderful comments and all the concern and great sentiments. Everybody, my viewers are such the greatest viewers. Not only just great questions, but great sentiment, great comments. Help each other out, and just I have so much fun going through and answering the questions and talking to people. It's wonderful. It's absolutely just wonderful. I love it. I love it. Keep it up, and I appreciate it so very, very much. Just to let you know, I have had 2 PT classes already, and I'm having my 3rd tomorrow on Saturday. So it is helping. I feel a little bit better, and I'm doing the exercises that they've shown me to do at home. I'm a big fan of PT, big fan of PT. I know it helps. I know it does. 25 years ago or 30 years ago, when I first hurt my back on a job site, I remember I went to a surgeon, and he told me, I want you to go to physical therapy. And I hated physical therapy for stuff. I hated it back then. It was expensive. Insurance didn't cover it and everything. But he said, go to physical therapy, learn how to do proper exercises and stretches that will help you. And if that doesn't help, then I'll fix your back for you. I've never had to have my back fixed. That's one part of my body I've not had surgery on. Probably the only part of my body I've not had surgery on or had some kind of screw or wire or pin or something put into it. But my back has never had to have surgery because I've religiously, whenever it would flare up or give me an issue, I would do these exercises, do the stretches that I learned in physical therapy, and it kept it at bay and helped me for years and years. Now, we know what happened the other day. My injury, I've actually ripped my, it sounds funny, but it's actually called a psoas muscle. I ripped my psoas muscle. It's a huge muscle. It goes down to your back and your side and down through your groin and leg. Not sciatic, psoas. It's called psoas muscle, just like it sounds. But I did it in physical therapy. I do these heavy PT classes. It's with a PT instructor, but they're heavy exercise classes that I do for my Parkinson's to help keep my Parkinson's at bay. Boxing and etc., things of that nature. I do. I go to the gym and I box, and I work out very, very heavily with instructors and people like that who know I have Parkinson's and are there to help me with my issues of Parkinson's. And it's very strenuous. It's very, very strenuous. We all get wringing wet with sweat. They get wringing wet with sweat. For a guy who's approaching 60 years old and had all kinds of repairs, I'm extremely, extremely limber and very flexible because of that. But I have to be to know to be able to fight my Parkinson's. Didn't mean to get into all this real deep, but PT, yeah, I'm a big fan of PT, just to let everybody know. It's helped me for this entire time. For the past 30 years, it's helped me keep my back issues, under control. This was something different. So I'm having to have physical therapy for my physical therapy injury, if that makes sense now. Jeez, of all things. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful day. Didn't mean to segue there on everybody. Have a wonderful day. Get out, work in your garden, work with your plants, grow something. It's good for you. It's good for you. It just feels good too. Yeah, thanks for watching.